Josh Duggar will be sentenced on April 5, some 4 months after the former reality TV star and political activist was convicted of knowing receipt and possession of child pornography. The 33-year-old eldest son of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar was found guilty on December 9, after a nearly 2-week trial in Arkansas during which prosecutors presented evidence he had repeatedly downloaded and viewed child sexual abuse material from a hidden part of his work computer over several days in May 2019. His attorneys failed to persuade the jury of their version of events, that Duggar's computer was either hacked or he had been exploited by someone else with access to his used car lot. The 19 kids and counting alum's sentencing was scheduled on Tuesday, according to a court docket. He has been held in custody since his convictions. His sentencing was pending a report by federal authorities who will present their findings to the judge. Records show that the report was entered last Friday, but is not publicly available. Duggar faces up to 20 years in prison or $250,000 in fines. Because of how he was charged, however, he will only technically be sentenced for receipt as the possession crime is considered a lesser included offense. His attorneys, meanwhile, are in the process of an appeal they had vowed in December to pursue, claiming in court papers that the judge should reverse the guilty verdicts or at the least grant him a new trial. Duggar's defense says the prosecution failed to prove their case. They made a similar argument partway through trial, though the judge was not persuaded. The defense further argues that prosecutors violated various rules and requirements and that Duggar was effectively precluded from calling a necessary witness. Federal prosecutors dismissed that in their response. His bare-bones argument ignores the ample proof beyond any reasonable doubt that Duggar repeatedly downloaded and viewed this material on a password-protected partition and that the files had titles indicative of their illegality, prosecutors said. Duggar's conviction split his famous family, many of whom were in attendance throughout the trial. Various relatives spoke out to applaud the verdict afterward and to offer support for sexual abuse victims and child victims. Duggar's wife, Anna, with whom he shares 7 children, has not commented. In their own statement, his parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, said, "This entire ordeal has been very grievous. Our hearts and prayers are with anyone who has ever been harmed through some child sexual abuse material." The parents of 19 continued, "In the days ahead, we will do all we can to surround our daughter-in-law Anna and their children with love and support. As parents, we will never stop praying for Joshua, and loving him, as we do all of our children. In each of life's circumstances, we place our trust in God. He is our source of strength and refuge. Thank you for your prayers."